What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Gilly the Guru, coming live for the Press Box. Today in the studio, got me, Coach G.
Yeah. What's cracking?
Chilling, man. Just watching these basketball games today. And I know you had your softball tournament going on.
Yeah. We had baseball. They have the 11s this weekend. First tournament back from being on break. A lot of these kids about to start Little League, so it's just kind of getting the cobwebs off, So had a rough Saturday. Sunday was a lot better, But it's good to get back on the field, So I was telling you, man, I was leaving my game, went and grabbed a sandwich, got a Philly cheesesteak inside the where they sell food, and I was heading over there to watch the 14s play, and I seen Jose Canseco, Mr. 40-40. I was like, what's the chances of that? And like I'm saying, everyone there is a baseball dad or a baseball player, so everyone was just like, hey, Canseco, and he didn't really. You could tell, like, I'm out on watching a nephew or watching a cousin or watching a friend's kid, or you could tell he wasn't trying to stop and take a picture or nothing. But by his reaction, the umpire that was walking with me, he was just like, maybe that wasn't Jose. Maybe it was Ozzy. I was like, no way, dude. Come on. I don't know. I didn't really, but he was tall. You know what I mean? He was still huge. He's huge. But he had a little pimp limp, and he had some gold loafers on, shiny patent leather gold loafers, But I got to see Jose, Mr. 40-40, on the way to watch the 14s play because they were playing in the championship over there. So, pretty cool to see that, out there on the field. You never know what you'll run into. And then another thing, after our game, we lost in the semifinal, 8-7. It's a game we're losing kind of in the beginning, and then we finally come back. We tie it. Ball gets hit down third base, hits to left field, hits all the way to the fence.
Yeah.
Kid scores. Right, we lose. It's 8-7. In the next inning, we don't score, so we lose 8-7. But I'm leaving, and one of the wives from the other coach is like, "Hey, every time we play you guys, it's a good game." She goes, "You're solo today." I was like, "I'm always solo.
Yeah,
I can't have another assistant coach.
Yeah,
it's just either me or G, or just me solo.
Yeah,
Because usually my assistant coaches would be the kids.
Yeah.
They get to be the base coach.
Yeah,
because when we were growing up in Little League, it was, your coach was your third base coach, and then whoever was batted last, they would run on the other side's dugout, use their team dugout, their helmet, and they would be the base coach.
Yeah.
So that's the way we rock. That's the way I rock on my teams. It's just Coach George and the other kid and the 13 kids. She was just like, "Man, you're solo. It must be hard." But I was like, "Look, man, there's a method to this madness, and I'm solo. I could just only coach with me and my kid."
Yeah.
But I found out that, so I'm going there, and the umpires, and this is always a tough one because it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Umpires are there all day. It's their job. I get it. So whenever there's a game where that goes short, the umpires get a break.
Yeah.
Right. So, when the game's going, they're just like, "Yo, let's get this game going. I'm going to be back in 20 minutes. And, you'll have your time to warm up, get your pitcher ready." And I turn around, and these guys are already walking up to the field, right? And they're just like, "Hey, we're on time, game lineups," right? And I'm just like, dude, my kids are not even warmed up. My pitcher's not warmed up. So I gather my team real quick, and then I tell my two pitcher catcher, "Yo, warm up. You don't need your gear. Just put your helmet on. Get fresh real quick." And we're the visiting team, so we're not going to be on the field right away. So just take your time. But it's my 2-3 hitter, So my kids are putting their stuff in the dugout, and you can't say, "Yo, my pitcher needs to get ready.
Yeah.
Can I get 20 more minutes?"
Yeah.
Because now you're screwed for the next 2 hours with the umpire.
Yeah.
Right. So I have my lineup written. And I'm trying to take my time, and I'm rewriting the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm rewriting, but there are numbers already written, but I'm rewriting the numbers just to kill time. And I'm walking to the batter's box, and he's already talking the rules. All right, are all players, the guys equipped? And And I'm like, dude, usually you get the handshake and then he starts doing that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I get this guy's tempo, and he's a kid.
Yeah.
You know, Rob. We have Rob, old umpire. He is a new guy behind the dish, and Rob's on the bases, and I kind of get, okay, this kid just wants to get in and out.
Yeah.
This umpire, right?
Yeah.
So he's, like I said, he's already talking the rules before I even get in the box. So I go in there, shake their hands, blah blah blah, and it's the coach from the Seabreeze, Cali Breeze. And me and this dude are always cool. And it's cool when you're going against coaches where they're just like, yo, we're here for the kids. You know, we're not like we're playing hard, but like you could just see where it's just a wild vibe out there. This guy's always good vibe.
Yeah.
You know, so, and he's looking at me like, yo, I know this is pissing you off. You know, he's looking at me, right? And I'm just I'm biting my tongue, but I got to bust his balls.
Yeah.
Right? Outside. So, cause he's already like he's like, all right, you know, blah, 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 your home team. So about time I'm getting there, he's ready to shake my hand to get out of here.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm getting. So I look at Rob and I look at JC. I was all, hell yeah. Looks like we're getting a lot of strikes called today. You know, and the kid looks at me, he's like, what do you mean by that? I'm just like, you're trying to get this over with. That means you're going to have a smooth game. You're going to have a big zone, make this kid strike. Because that's the key at the younger age. If you have a tight strike zone, it's going to be walk.
Yeah.
And coaches and kids are smart. Like, hey, dude, this kid's not going to throw me a strike. I'm going to get a walk, and it'll be a triple. I'm going to steal second base, steal third base. So if you get the umpires that are, like, knowing the awareness of, like, how this travel ball game works, yo, you call strikes, these kids are going to swing.
Yeah.
You know, and they're going to hit that ball even if it's outside, like I said, from white to white.
Yeah.
You know, kids, hey, they're going to call it outside corner. I'm going to get online and poke it to right field. You know, so, so it looks like we're going to have a big zone, Blue. You know, so he's already like, he kind of didn't like that remark, you know, and then, so getting to my original story. So I find out I'm talking to the wife, and we end up losing 8-7. So her team's still in the championship. They're playing back to back. And I guess the good old JC was a San Francisco Giant in 2012
Oh, shit.
for the World Series team. So it looks like, and she was telling me, she was like, yeah, like I've traveled with them when you played in the fall leagues in Mexico, and we played here, we played there. I was just like, that's tight. You know what I mean? That's tight when, you know, you're getting to live that life, and now you're living that life with your kid.
Yeah.
Because the kid who hit the ball down third base all the way to the fence,
Yeah.
it was his son.
Oh, shit.
Hell
Okay.
yeah. You know, so, so it was a rough one to lose, you know, but all in all, man, like I just told the kids, yo, first tournament back. Let's get back in the groove, wipe all that little league off, and let's get back to travel ball mode, you know, so. But, yeah, no, it's crazy what you see out there, you know, who's out there, who's in the stands and stuff. Seen Jose Canseco and a world champion. His name was, they call him JC, but I looked at the lineup. I guess it's Justin Christensen or something like that. He got drafted by the Yankees, ended up on the Giants, and then now coaching his kid versus Coach George.
That's pretty cool. You know what? Going back to the Jose Canseco, right? You've seen him. What's the most famous athlete you've seen in person?
Damn, that's a good one. Shoot. Me and Mike, Ronnie, we seen T.O.
Yeah.
right there off of Stevens Creek and was that Lawrence Expressway, the sprint or the sprint or
that's Sprint. That's
Right where
Stevens Creek and Kylie, right?
Kylie. No, it was right there where Lawrence goes, it cuts through Lawrence. So right where Total Wine.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, they had the little they had Red Wing.
Yeah.
And then they have
the McDonald's right there too, right?
Yeah. They always had like a phone store. And we're just going there to pay a bill or whatever. And guess who was coming out? T.O. Yeah. And he didn't want to have nothing to do with us.
No.
We see, like, oh, that's T.O. And he would just, just boom, get into his whip, nice Mercedes or some flossing out something. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, that's off the top of my head that I could think of who I ran into, Yeah,
I was thinking right now too, because I was like, I haven't really seen anybody too famous as an athlete. I mean, I think one time I only seen Kaepernick inside of the Bank of America.
Okay, that's a cool
then,
one.
also I seen actually it was Ronnie again. We were downtown, actually not downtown. We're at Santana Row.
Yeah,
and we seen Patrick Willis.
That's legit.
Yeah, and I remember Ronnie giving him a hug, like, I need you to get 5 sacks tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, cool. You know?
Well, it seems like, see, that's cool when you say something, you know? Yeah.
Now, he was hella cool. You know, he shook our hands and,
Yeah.
you know, pretty cool dude. So.
That's how my grandfather was, because he did all the autographs growing up, had all those, and I remember in the Super Bowl he was telling one of the tight ends like, "Hey, the Raiders need a tight end, you know, who could use you over there, you know." And the kids were like, "Dude, just watching, you know, him talk to the players like he knows them, it's cool." So yeah, like I seen Ronnie Lott, like, you know, so Santana Row's the spot probably, because I seen Ronnie Lott through there, and I'm like trying to get out of the car, and I seen him walking by, and we just kind of like, yo, that's a legend right there, you know. So, yeah. Who else? Good old McFadden. I seen McFadden.
Is it Darren McFadden? Yeah.
Darren McFadden. Right out of like rookie year, all iced out at what was that, Valley Fair? You know, Bopper City. Yeah. I was like, what I say? I was like, yeah, you doing your thing.
I actually, you know what? Speaking of Valley Fair, I actually seen he was a partner in crime. I seen Navarro Bowman there too.
Yeah.
He was actually at the Louis Vuitton store. It was actually Christmas.
Okay.
And they brought him out like these like special bags. Like it looked like he was shopping for a bag for his wife or maybe his mom, but they pulled shit out the bag that wasn't even on display.
Wow.
So I mean, like he was getting that star treatment. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was pretty crazy. I haven't really seen like anybody too crazy, famous, but I mean,
yeah.
You know, I thought like living here in Santa Clara. Around here, I would see him all the time. But, I mean, you really don't. I mean, I guess those guys are busy, especially during the off-season. They probably go back to their hometown or wherever they live at. So
Yeah, I've never seen any 49er except the good old Ronnie Lott. I remember seeing the Fonzie at Disneyland. I'll take that one. I'll take the Fonzie.
Actually, I see a lot of people seeing celebrities at Disneyland. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, they're just walking around regular, a couple security guards
from
what I see.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I asked people on TikTok the other day. I don't know. We made a TikTok for the podcast one night, just putting up certain questions and whatnot. And the newest video I made, I was asking everybody, what retired player would you want to see in their prime play one more time?
Wow.
And a lot of people were saying Mike Tyson. Another person said Alzado.
Yeah.
My personal pick was Kobe. I would love to see him play one more time.
Yeah.
Another one was Pacquiao. Ronnie Lott.
Wow.
Yeah. So to ask you, who would you like to see play one more time in their prime?
That's pretty dope. Someone said Alzado. I think one of my first jerseys was from one of my uncles, and he gave me a Lyle Alzado jersey. You know?
You want me to tell you who the person was that said that?
Ugh.
My dad.
Guy, you want to see him again?
Yeah.
Man, geez, probably Jordan again.
Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, who else could I say? Or you know what? I seen a lot of Jordan. You know, I mean, you don't get to see the season games, but whatever was on the Sunday games or Saturday games, and then obviously the finals, I was able to watch that. So the good memories I was able to see. Maybe Montana. Believe it or not, you know, because I mean, for him to be, because we got to see Brady, you know, and I was just a little too young to see Montana, you know, and I won't even say most of my 49er friends didn't even get to see Montana.
Yeah, honestly, I remember Montana and on the Chiefs.
Yeah,
that's as back as my memory could remember. Because I know for sure I don't remember knowing the games with him on the Niners.
Right.
I remember he went to the Chiefs and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't see Montana with the Niners.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching Bonds. Like you could even throw a strike by him. Like it was incredible. You know, it was smooth, man. It was pretty tight seeing that. So I got to see that. Maybe like a Bo Jackson football.
Bo Jackson would be dope to see, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I remember Dion. But I think I was a little young to see Bo Jackson play, you know. Yeah, I think probably seeing Bo.
I remember maybe like a Barry.
Yeah, some Barry. Yeah, but I'd rather see Bo than Barry.
Yeah,
you know.
Did
anybody say Bo Jackson? Deion Sanders?
No, nobody said Bo Jackson. Another one was Tom Brady. That came from someone that was younger.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's like you said, we didn't get to see Montana, so we would like to see Montana.
Right.
That individual probably didn't get to see X amount of his Super Bowls and probably caught the last one or two and want to see more. But
yeah, I like that question. That's a good one.
Yeah, I thought that was a good question because I mean, it's especially like these players that have been retired have like crazy performances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to see them come back one more time and play in their prime. I mean, that'd be pretty damn sick.
Yeah, because I think that was like the last guy. Like I remember, like we kind of seen Aikman, we seen Young, and then it just from there. Did it? How quick did it go to Brady? Like, did it just pass like that and went like Young to Aikman to Favre, and then Brady just took over for the next 20 years, and then you got Peyton Manning's and your Drew Breeses. Like did it go like Favre? I think it went like Favre to him.
And that's what I'm thinking right now.
Or maybe Marino. Dan Marino would be dope to see Dan Marino play.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, you don't hear that much about him because he hasn't won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Like,
when you talk about him, like, yeah, he's one of the greatest.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really get talked about, I think, because he didn't win the Super Bowl.
He didn't win the Super Bowl, man.
But, I mean, but all the stats these quarterbacks pass, he's like top 5, right? In all these certain categories.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy that he just kind of gets overlooked.
Top 5, he's probably like maybe top 3, huh? Like when you're beating the record, it's Marino's on top. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so just thinking back, like Brett Favre, who else was the top quarterback during Brett Favre? I mean, like you said, Aikman, and we forgot one of the biggest quarterbacks ever.
Which one? Who else? Who else are we missing?
I give you a hint.
Just give me the division.
AFC.
AFC. Oh. Yeah, can you narrow it down? That's the conference. Can you go down the division? I'm lost.
AFC West.
AFC West. Kansas City. Drew not the psycho from the Chargers.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know.
Denver.
Yes.
Who could that be? Peyton Manning? Who?
John Elway.
John Elway. Yeah. Duh. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he went out on top. He went back to back. Him and Terrell Davis, right? And Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how he ended his career, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just.
Yeah, my friend across the street was a Broncos fan, man. And, yeah, John Elway.
Yeah, those were the top guys. It was
he was almost like a Dan Marino until he got the running game off.
Yeah, until he got the Terrell Davis and them. Yeah, so it was.
Dude, he was a badass, dude.
Yeah, I mean the top quarterbacks in the '90s were Dan Marino, Steve Young, Brett Favre, John Elway, and Troy Aikman.
Okay, Troy Aikman.
I mean,
yeah.
You also had Jim Kelly and Mark Brunell.
Yeah. Wow. That's what I'm saying. When you got your guy, it just is what it is. You can have a Marino or an Elway, and it just might take you till your last 2 years. And then some guys are even like Marino, where you never get there, or you never, win one.
Yeah.
Is it just you gotta roll with your guys, like Stafford.
Well,
Don't you think the Raiders should try again Stafford?
I was about to ask you that right now. I think that could possibly be a push. The Raiders as an organization would benefit by getting him.
Yeah.
Because he would definitely, I think, be a good role model to whatever quarterback they're going to draft. Because for sure they're going to draft a quarterback, I believe.
Yeah, well, already on the mock draft, they're saying that they have a chance to get Sanders, that he's going to drop to 6, and he wasn't feeling that, right? But that means one of those 3 will be there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because all those teams above don't need a quarterback.
Yeah. Tennessee.
Patriots are up there. I mean, well, Tennessee probably will draft a quarterback because Will Levis is not the answer for them. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But as far as but you got your Patriots, you got Drake May. I mean,
yeah. So they have their opportunities to get one of those guys.
I think they will have the opportunities to get one, but maybe they have their eyes set on a certain one and they're gonna go up in the draft to get one.
Yeah.
But going back to your question, I think they would really benefit by going after Stafford.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think he has a couple years left in the tank. I mean, he in the playoffs he did pretty damn good.
So
he get Philly a run in that last game. I mean,
yeah.
If it wasn't for that pressure, Jalen Carter saved the season 2 plays in a row with the sack.
They did a poll on like what was the most biggest plays, most important plays for Philly that last year, and it was the Cooper DeJean interception. It was the last two plays by Carter. It was the what's the name, jumping over backwards and something else. And I thought the Jalen Carter too. Those two pressures on was the difference.
Yeah.
Because I mean they were marching downfield, and it was, me and G were just talking about. He's like, Dad, that was my favorite game that I've ever watched. I was in Arizona chilling in that house. It was dope. But yeah, it was getting close to the end. But I was just sitting there thinking, like, you know what? They were the closest team to beat Philly in the playoffs. But if it didn't snow, they would have kicked their ass. Yeah. I think that snow kind of just equalized the game, on maybe the pass rush is not so vicious.
Yeah.
That gave them an opportunity, but that don't matter. Stafford was just that other few plays away from, I mean, the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
Writing was on the wall, and freaking he got that pressure. But, yeah, no. And even, I mean, what if the Raiders got Cooper Kupp and dude?
Yeah.
That'd be smooth. Cooper Kupp. I mean, because that's why I was telling G this morning too. I was like, man, it was easy money going against Hopkins and Juju and Xavier Worthy, or is that his name?
Yeah.
And like they had to go against Puka and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Like that's a wide receiving core right there. Those were some dudes, and then running through Washington is like, now we get to ease off against these dudes, and just think if they would have had to be prepared to go against Amon St. Brown, those dudes,
Williams.
Yeah, like the Lions got to be kicking themselves in the ass because it was either theirs or Philly thinking about it. Redskins, I mean, you even see the Commanders, they were going 4th down on Philly.
Yeah.
They had none to lose. It's like, we're going on all out. And they had that mentality against Detroit. If Detroit would have just handled their business, I still think that would have probably been a hard game for Philly maybe in Detroit. But now you got Washington at home. You beat them once. The second time you should have beat them, but Jalen got hurt. But yeah.
I mean, maybe that was their defensive philosophy. Rush forward. Why are you scared of these guys for? Why are you scared of these receivers?
Yeah.
These guys are not going to beat us.
Right.
Hopkins going to beat us.
Yeah.
Hey, put a safety over top of fucking Worthy and double. Whatever. Yeah. Other than that, Juju's not going to run away from you. Hopkins is not going to run away from you.
Yeah.
None of those guys are going to run away from you.
So they were just rushing much pressure.
Everybody back.
Linebackers are just following dudes, and then your two cutthroat rookies are blanketing those guys. Garner Johnson's doing his thing.
Yep.
Blankenship's doing his thing. And then I was watching today, and I don't know if you ever just even try looking at it, but I seen a play, the one where he threw it to Devontae Smith, the dagger, right? They fake handed off to Saquon, and all three linebackers went in. So that's one question I was going to ask you, if you even checked it out, is what did they do to stop Saquon? And was that what they did, where they had all three linebackers just spying him, and then the other four are taking Smith, Dotson, A.J. Brown, and Goddard one-on-one, and Jalen beat him? Is that what they did? Just look, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
that's all it was.
Saquon couldn't go nowhere, so they just had all three linebackers on him. And then just the other guys, one-on-one. Then they rushed four.
They went house on to stop Saquon. That was their game plan.
Yeah.
You stop Saquon and let Jalen beat us.
Yeah.
And the first quarter, Jalen, he got pressure. He threw that interception.
Yes.
So they probably thought, you know what? All right, cool. Let's keep running with it. Saquon's getting nowhere.
Yeah.
But then the offense was just Kansas City's offense was just fucking themselves.
Yeah.
Fucking the defense up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get that one short field. They go house again on Saquon. Here comes A.J. Brown across the field, one-on-one. Bolton was too slow to cover him.
Yeah.
Easy touchdown. He fucking walked in.
So unbelievable, though. On that play, I was on YouTube, and they said the two tight ends lined up on the side of the left tackle, right? So there's left tackle, Goddard, and the other guy, Calcaterra.
Unbalanced line.
Okay, but they were supposed to be on this side, on the right, on the side of the right tackle. Okay, so they're here, and they go that way over the middle. AJ goes across. They get like a pick play, and now the linebacker's trying to catch the AJ, whoever it was.
He would never. He never caught him. He would have never caught him.
But Gilly, think about it. If the tight ends would have been on the right side and going that way, I don't think he's open, because they lined up. They were supposed to be on this side going that way, and AJ would have went across them over there.
Yeah.
But instead, they lined up on the wrong side on the left tackle, went across, and then did that.
I mean, maybe that was. Did they say they messed up on that play?
Yeah, they said this play, the play that AJ scored on, they lined up on the wrong side.
I actually see what you're saying now, because they would have meshed across and it would have picked off whoever was guarding 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But regardless of what it was, I think it still kind of picked him because he was super late getting there.
Yeah. Well, that's the better play to run.
Yeah.
Is those guys over there and they cross, because if they would have been at the right tackle, they would have picked up. I mean, maybe the two tight ends would have been open.
Yeah.
But they hit AJ at the perfect time.
Yeah, they were just playing straight man. That's Kansas City was. They were just playing man. I mean, that one interception that he threw, they did bring house, and the safety was right there too. So I mean, they're probably playing a cover one, deep one, everybody else man up.
Yeah.
Fucking hold it.
And then he just tossed it up there.
Toss it up, guys.
Threw it short.
He threw it short, but that was the only fucking mistake he made all game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But after that, quick adjustment.
Yeah.
They're up fucking 40 zip or whatever the hell the score was. You know what I mean? So and like I said, Jalen played probably one of the best games.
Yeah.
That he could.
Yeah.
His adjustments. I mean, all the calls. Yeah. I mean, Kansas City stopped Saquon and everything, but I mean,
yeah,
they were still on point. Honestly, I think that's probably one of the best Super Bowl teams I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what they're talking about, man.
From top to bottom. Yeah. I mean, where was the real weak point on their team?
I can't even think of. I mean, because even their special teams, right, to start off the playoffs, Jalix Hunt comes in there and pops the dude and gets the fumble, game one. So yeah, no, there was Elliott, the kicker.
Yeah.
The kicker, and I mean, even like Craig Philly's so crazy. They would do a play. They basically said, like, when they were playing Washington, that out of all 22 starters, Philly has 21 better than them, and the only one that was the one was
Patrick.
No, the quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
They'd rather have their quarterback. It's like, God, geez, but yeah, no, I think just Elliott, right? Elliott probably being so shaky, because I mean, he was missing extra points and stuff like that. So I think Elliott was probably the most shakiest, weakest point. Yeah. And then he went in there and was banging them through. Yeah. Insane.
I mean, I think this is just your mentality for, I mean, especially a guy like that, right? I mean, because over his whole career, he's been good.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, this year was maybe a little rocky for him. He was injured, right? Was he injured?
There had to be something. I don't know, but he didn't look injured then, unless he just got, they gave him some medicine and, I
mean, because even the kick he kicked in the Super Bowl where, they kicked it and they called the timeout or the penalty was a penalty, right? He moved 5 yards back, but still fucking banging that shit.
And he was 0 for 50. I mean, he was 0 for like 10 for 50 yarders.
Yeah.
And then now when he bangs it right through, it just clutch, man.
Yeah, I think the Eagles just have the whole mentality like, we gonna fuck these guys up, bro. I mean, it's on film. It's recorded of them saying it. You know what I mean? Like, they already knew, like, we're coming fuck these guys.
You know what? Even Philly brought up, Philly radio was talking about that if Mahomes were to get hurt, guess who was coming in? Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz. God, he's a backup. Wouldn't that have been insane? Oh my God.
What if he would have won?
Yeah, right? Because I mean, just think about it. Like, that's Wentz's thinking. If this dude gets hurt, I'm coming in with the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. I got the Super Bowl 2-time champion, 7-time AFC conference game, just from the heavens above. Let me get a sprained ankle. Let me get in here, and then my career is back. Yeah. And no. They didn't give it to him. Jalen kicked their ass.
So you think if Wentz went in there, he would just went guns blazing and just throw bombs?
Man, I like Carson Wentz when he was first around, and then he just ended up being a bozo. Just a bad teammate and stuff like that,
Yeah, I actually heard that he was actually dividing the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said him and Foles didn't like each other.
Yeah.
They said certain players gravitated to certain people's crews, and
right.
They said it was just a big shit show.
Man, that's all bad.
There was a big, huge shit show in there.
Man. And what a relief they were to trade him to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they always go from McNabb went to Washington. He went to Washington. Wow. That's crazy.
It's kind of funny because I can't wait till next year. Like I can't wait to with free agency to see where people go and shit like that because there's gonna be a lot of pieces moving.
Because that's next month in March, right?
March 12th, I think, is when that opens for free agency. I heard they're even moving the salary cap up another $20 million.
So that's good for all teams, right?
Yeah.
That are trying to re-sign players and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think their cap right now is like $250 million. I think they're moving into like $277 or something like that now.
Jeez, man, why don't some of these guys want to pay these guys? You know, like why is West Ham still going to get franchised? You know, but I guess it's not bad. Like Higgins, if he gets franchised 4 years in a row, it's $100 million, 4 years.
Yeah,
you know, Kirk Cousins did that. You know, and your kid's going to be playing ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said last podcast. It's the guaranteed money. That's the big thing now. I mean, the contract per year. That's never really the issue. Yeah. It's the guaranteed money. How much am I going to get like now? That's what they want. You know what I mean? That's always a number they're always off of. You know, it's at the same time, I think for organizations, it's scary. Yeah, you know what I mean. But at the same time, as a player that actually proved himself, like Jamar Chase, he's going to get paid. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah. He break records, but it's like for him, if I was Bengals owner, I'd give him an open check. Yeah, everybody see what he did. Yeah, led the league this year in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Did Burrow get his contract already?
Yeah, he already got his contract. And so I think T. Higgins is the last person, but I mean, that situation is kind of fucked up in my eyes.
Yeah, and these guys are so close too. You know, and even just after watching Philly, how they were just so horrible at the end of last year, and then now they were able to pop up. You know, these teams that are that close, a couple draft picks away, a couple players away.
Speaking about draft, I was seeing today that Shedeur Sanders said he's not going to throw at the combine.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What do you think about that?
I mean, when you're one of those top guys, you know, everything's all on tape already. Yeah. You know, like if you're on the bubble and you're trying to get, you know, move, you know, from third to second round, second to first round, maybe you got to go in there and try to, you know, flash your arm. But if you're already top 3, top 10, you know, stay fresh.
Yeah, he said he'll throw at the Colorado Pro Day, but he's not gonna do the combine. Yeah, I think you're kind of right. Everything's just on tape. I mean, it could be like what's his name, Zach Wilson, right? I mean, he showed out. Yeah, on his fucking combine. Or pro day it was, or whatever it is, but did it translate to the NFL though? Like, it was the total opposite. Right?
Is he still he's still on a team, right?
Zach Wilson? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Crazy.
What team was it though? I don't remember what team it is. I think I traded. Is it the Broncos?
I wouldn't doubt he'd be on a.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what team it was, but I remember he's on some team now.
It's crazy how some first round picks just kind of just sneak away and you just don't see them no more, and all of a sudden now they're just out of the league or they're just third stringers.
You know, I was thinking the other day, like, does it kind of benefit just being a mediocre player in college? Because like, if you're a number 1 pick, then you go to the sorriest team. Yeah. And how many guys actually really transpire, like, prosper out of that? Yeah. You know, number 1 pick. Like we seen, like, for instance, USC Matt Leinart. Mm-hmm. Great in college, right? He goes to fucking Arizona and shits the bed.
Bryce Young. Yeah, you got to go to Carolina. You know.
But then you have somebody like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
He goes to
second round.
Goes to a mediocre team. At that time just needed a quarterback. Yeah. Piece here. Yep. 4 years later, Super Bowl, yeah. Like how
you luck out. Just like the looking at the mock draft, and I seen Sanders at 6. Hey, what's at 32? And it was like some safety from Georgia. Like he's like, yes,
yeah. Like, you're gonna add to that,
yeah. Like you know, yeah, for sure. So, and it's crazy how you think of that, because if you're the Chiefs, like I get the 31th pick. You know, it's a 31th pick, whatever. But if you're the 32nd pick, I got this dude from Georgia. You know, about to just add on to the team.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, man.
Yeah, because
It's all depends on where you go.
Yeah.
Depends on where you go. That could change your whole life. Who's your coach by? Who's your coordinator? That could change your whole.
I think the only person that really came out and made a huge difference right away has been, Jaden Daniels. He turned around the whole organization.
Yeah.
But also, too, they had a whole new ownership and staff, everything. I mean, they clean house.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, his rookie year, he went all the way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's another guy that just came out. I think.
But he got picked first, right? Wasn't he a top pick? So he was on a shitty team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Bengals had who was their last quarterback before him?
Oh, they're like a carousel. I can't even think of
what was it Andy Dalton before him?
He was there.
Yeah.
That's like, is it Andy Dalton like Ocho Cinco? It is. Dalton was a Raider too, right?
I don't think it was. Who let's see if you remember. Who was Chad Johnson's running mate? Who was his partner in crime?
Hushmanzada.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Was that a USC guy?
Hushmanzada? He was actually Hushmanzada actually went to Oregon State.
Oregon State. So Luka went off then, huh?
Yeah. So Luka went off last night for 32, led the team to the victory over the Nuggets. Nuggets won a 9-game winning streak, and they shut it down, man. Everybody just played lights out. Everybody just shot well.
Yeah.
Everybody corralled on defense. Everybody just blanketed Jokic.
Where was that, in Denver or at home?
It was in Denver.
It was in Denver, huh?
Yeah, it was in Denver. Yeah, they were on a hot streak. But
have you ever seen the Joker's brothers?
Yeah, they're huge, bro.
Yeah, they're like
they'll fuck you up. Huh?
Yeah, because I was watching this dude hit Joker, and then Jimmy Butler, and they're arguing, and they're about to get in an argument fight when they're in Miami. And then they showed the brothers in the stands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah. You don't fuck with those guys. No. They don't care. They'll kill you and just be happy about it.
Oh, man. This is like body in the trunk.
Yeah.
Stuff, man.
Those dudes are huge, bro. I seen the one bigger brother has just like a mohawk, like a little strip of mohawk.
Yeah. Yeah.
That dude throw your body in the river. They don't care about you, bro.
That's crazy. But yeah, so that's the little brothers in the NBA.
Yeah, little huge brother,
the MVP.
Yeah, probably gonna win it again this year.
MVP,
possibly. I mean, the dude just his stats are
he's
just
automatic,
nuts, bro. I mean, it's like they say, he plays the game at his own speed. He's not fast. He just has skill set. He has footwork, and that's what makes you good. I mean, he's not athletic. He's not gonna dunk over you and just jump over you. He just smooth. He's a smooth guy. Just hits his crazy shots, like fade away, shoots over his head like that. Like he just makes them. And and before I used to laugh about it, like, oh, that's luck.
Yeah.
But seeing him do it night in and night out now, it's like this motherfucker that's just his skill set, bro. I mean, he's just good.
He's MVP 2 years in a row or a few years in a row, huh?
He should have been 3 in a row.
Yeah.
But they gave it to Embiid.
Yeah.
That guy, he got hurt again. Like his knees.
Yeah, he's horrible. What a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole team with getting Paul George, and then he's scoring 2 points, max contract. Oh God.
I got a friend at work that he's a Philly fan, and he's of the Eagles and Sixers.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, don't even ask me about the Sixers, bro, because they're just embarrassment.
Yeah. That's got to be rough. Every year, they choke.
Every year.
Yeah.
There's always something wrong with that guy. I mean, they said he can't play back-to-back games, and it's just bad, man. But
and then instead of, I guess, taking time off in the off season, he goes plays for Team USA.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Go get an easy medal, real
easy
quick.
Gold,
easy gold, and
then come back hurt.
Jeez. Yeah, they said he even trained in the offseason, make his body better and whatnot, but they're saying everything they're doing from just doesn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how much longer are you going to be in the NBA for?
I can't see him no more than 5 years, right? Like 5 years seems like a long time.
I wonder what it is. Like, you think it's his weight? I mean, he's just a big dude. I mean, like,
Yeah, well, just bad knees. Sure, he has badass knees, and you're already so tall. Yeah,
even Wemby. I mean, it sucks for him too. 'Cause, I mean,
yeah, yeah.
career's probably in jeopardy now because of that blood clot
Well,
situation.
they said it's gonna get taken care of. Yeah, like it's just they're
Yeah, I
giving
mean,
that blood thinners, and then by next season he's gonna be back. But it's like, dude, he's sitting out. He's done this season. That sucks.
yeah, that sucks. I
No.
mean, plus they just got De'Aaron Fox from the
Yeah,
Kings. I mean, that's
yeah,
the reason why he went there too. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
team up with Wemby and see where they could go. I mean, that team had potential to.
for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, they still are maybe a few years away from
Yeah,
them
yeah,
being really, really good. So I mean, it would have been nice to see them on their run in the playoffs, though.
yeah.
Wimby and Fox. Are they the top six? Or are they in the outside? They're the
Nah,
outside.
they're outside.
The outside, yeah. So yeah, even then, I mean, even just them in a playing game. That's what they probably figured. Shit, if this guy's just gonna be in a playing game, let's just have this guy sit the rest of the, you know, and let Fox get going, get some rhythm. But yeah, damn, that sucks.
I was actually thinking about the other day. And I wanted to ask you because I know you've been to a lot of sporting events. What game have you attended where it was like memorable for you? Like, damn, that shit was a dope ass game.
Jeez, let me think about that. Right off the top, there's a couple of them. I think it was a 2003 season. Yeah. I think it was the bases loaded, bottom of the 12th, bottom of the 13th. Ramon Hernandez does a suicide squeeze. Yeah, suicide squeeze to walk it off. And I want to say that was game one. I think that was game one. It would have been like a game one, 13 inning game. And then they walk it off against Boston. I got to go see game two with my uncle and that was with my girl. She was 8 months pregnant, so that game was in October. G's born in December, so it was tight, so the walk off Ramon Hernandez bunt was legit. We got to see the next game. They won against Boston. It was, I think, like a Tim Hudson game. They go back to Boston and lose 2. So we got game 5. And back then it was easy. It was just like, yo, at 10 o'clock, we're trying to get tickets. And that's how me and Let got tickets for game 1. And then we got tickets with my uncle and my grandpa for game 2, so we're in nosebleeds. Game 1, game 2, we're over there, pitcher side, pitcher's bullpen, first base side. And then game 3, I think it's Mike's first baseball game. And I'm like, yo, Mike, I went to game 1. I went to game 2. I'm going to get 2 tickets. You want to go to game 3? And he's like, hell yeah, let's go. And I get 2 tickets right by third base side, so home side, pitcher's bullpen. We're right there.
How much did you pay back then?
I would say $60, $50, $60, because they were face value.
Yeah,
it was just right there.
Yeah.
So it was player price. And that's Zito versus Pedro Martinez.
Shit.
Yeah. And like Zito was top form. Like if you look at that box score, I want to say it's like a 1-1 ball game, 2-1 ball game. And A's have bases loaded to walk it off, and I think Melhue strikes out. I think it was something like that. And then I wanted their closer, John Cena's, to the A's dugout. And Chavez and Tejada were pissed. And yeah, man, I was standing on my seat. Like, dude, we're about to erupt right now because this dude's about to bust his game and they're going to walk it off.
Yeah.
And their closer shuts it off and shuts it down. And they move on to the Yankees. Fucking lost 3 in a row. But it was memorable. Pedro is one of my favorite pitchers to watch. So to see him versus Zito at the Oakland Coliseum, it was pretty tight. Yeah. But I'm thinking, yeah, that's the only one because the football games, I don't remember there being any close games. When I went to go watch any Raiders season ticket games that I had, any crazy memorable ones. And then any of the Eagles games, there were always Eagles Niners, Eagles Raiders, Eagles Chargers. I seen the Eagles get their ass kicked by LaDainian Tomlinson and it had to be Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers and LaDante.
In San Diego.
In
right?
San Diego, yeah. And that was a nice stadium, man. That stadium, I remember.
Qualcomm?
Yeah. Yeah. And I liked it because we get there and right when we walk in, there's a live band playing Santana.
Oh, shit.
And we're already just, from the parking lot, a little buzz. So to hear that, you're like, yeah, let's go. But how we walked in was tight. So we're trying to get tickets on Craigslist and we weren't able to find any. And we're over there and it's just last minute. So now it's the point where let's just go to the stadium and scalp. But like there was this other dude on Craigslist where I left him my email and my phone number. And dude calls me, yo, I got your email, so, and he called me from like his house phone number. He's like, yo, I don't got a cell phone, but I got 2 tickets for you, 50-yard line, 4 rows up, Philadelphia side, and face value, like player price. I'm like, no way, because it got to a point where me and Let met some dude. And he's like, yo, here's your tickets. And they were printouts on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to hand this dude $600. I'm going to hand this dude $500 and hope I get in. And you know what? I can't do it. And then boom, we're driving to the stadium in road rage. And homeboy called me. And he was just like, at 12:30, 30 minutes before kickoff time, meet me here. Wear this and I'll be, it was like that, and you're just like praying to God. Yeah. And I hope this goes through. This is too good to be true. Yeah. Right. And we show up, we roll up and it's just some LA cat all in powder blue. It was all in powder blue, like Mr. Charger. And boom, I gave him the $200, $250 and 2 4-yard, 50-yard line, 4 rows up. And got to see, McNabb freaking struggle. And they had Michael Vick on the team.
Yeah.
PETA was all over there with signs, and it was wild. That was the wild part. But the cool part was, so I get my tickets, and while I'm around, surrounded by all these Charger fans, get my tickets. And then we're going back to the stadium. And what the Eagles fans did, they walked around the whole stadium. I don't know how many times, but they were walking around. And about time they walked around the whole stadium, everyone was gathering, joining the line.
Big old cloud, huh?
Big old cloud. So about time they were done, picture like your neighborhood block from that corner to that corner, the whole street would have been filled with Eagle fans.
Shit.
Right? So however many, 12,000, 10,000, 4,000, 2,000,
yeah.
Whoever it was just a gang of people. Go around the whole stadium and they go right in the front of Qualcomm. And we all entered together.
That's fucking sick.
It was pretty sick, dude. So yeah, those but that Pedro Zito, that Game 5, 2003 American League divisional series or wild card, whatever it was. But how about you? You got anyone?
For me, for one of them, I was young. I was super young. I actually was all the way back in '96, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It was actually when the Warriors played here at the San Jose Arena.
Okay.
My dad took me to go see the Rockets play.
Nice.
And they had Olajuwon.
There's Olajuwon.
Draxler.
Like Cassell is on the
Sam
team.
Cassell,
yeah.
Kenny the Jet.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Wow.
And it was dope just to see. Back then I was still into it. I knew everybody. You know what I mean? And it was just dope to see all them play.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, dude. Like, this is fucking sick.
Man, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah.
That's tight.
I'm like, dude, this is fucking dope. To see all them play.
And that was where you said?
I was at San Jose Arena.
San Jose Arena.
Yeah, that's when they had that year where they did play there at the SAP Center.
Do you remember the game at all, or?
To be honest with you, I don't remember the game. I just remember seeing them all warm up, and I was just zoomed in like, bro, this is like Olajuwon, this is Drexler, like Clyde the Glide, like it's like it's super dope. So that was one of them. Another memorable game that I know for sure. Actually, you were there with us, I think.
If it's the one I'm thinking you're thinking, that was the one I missed. Is the one I'm thinking is the Kansas City game.
And Raiders.
and the Raider
the
game.
Thursday night.
Thursday night, I missed that one.
Did you?
Yes, I wasn't there.
Oh.
So that because that would have been one where like, yo, anything close to a Raider game that was like, that's the one I missed. You know, that was the one I missed.
Out of all the years, that's
yeah, probably because I had some Thursday night Legends practice, and you know, I had to hit 300 fly balls with a fungo, you know, and by the time I'm at to 200 fly balls, they're just line drives, and you guys are like, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
that fucking game
Was it like an overtime game or something like that, or like they close it out at the end?
It was gonna go into overtime.
Okay,
it was gonna go into overtime, but they got he throws a ball to who's the tight end at the time?
Did Kansas City have a home?
No, it was Alex Smith at that time.
Oh, it was Alex Smith.
Cook was the tight end at the time.
Okay,
and he caught the ball like at the 2-yard line, but they thought it was a touchdown. So they reviewed it. He was down at the 2. He only had like 2-3 seconds left.
Yeah.
Threw a fade to Crabtree.
Yeah.
Pass interference.
Oh, that's right.
They go again. They throw it to Cook in the end zone. He drops it. They call pass interference.
Yeah, that's right. That's that game. Yeah.
Third time. Yeah. No time left on the
clock.
There's
no time left. That's right. Yeah.
Carr rolls out to his left.
Mm-hmm.
Crabtree's right there, tiptoeing right in the corner of the end zone.
Yeah.
Guns it in there. Game over.
Oh, bro, my God.
It was just the whole anticipation, though, waiting, flag. It was like, dude, it was just killing us, dude. Yeah. I was like, man, what the fuck, bro? But
and Raiders history, you're like, that's offensive pass interference, game over, or whatever.
I thought for sure, like something was going to happen for sure. But it was, I mean, just remembering how that whole stadium just erupted, bro. It was just like it was nuts, bro. I mean, especially being the Chiefs. I mean, it was on Thursday night. They're wearing the all red, or wearing the white jerseys with the gray numbers. I mean, it was super dope game, man. I think that was probably one of the most memorable games. Also, too, I know you were there for sure with this one when they played Cam Newton.
Okay, which one was that game?
That was the Carolina. Remember when I told you,
oh yeah,
Khalil's about to wreck this game.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
about to wreck this game.
And doesn't he get the pick?
No, he strip sack for the win.
Strip sack for the win.
Oh
my God.
And that game, I mean, Cam was driving to win.
Yeah.
There was only like a minute left.
That was right in front of us.
Yeah. Minute left, like fourth quarter. He's just driving down the field. And I just knew, like, bro, Khalil's about to come through right now.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
Yeah, that was one that's on the top of the list.
Yeah. I mean, that game was just so dope because it was a high-scoring game. I mean, that year, Raiders' offense was actually fucking good. I mean, they scored a lot. I mean, the whole offensive line was huge. They had a great offensive line. Yeah, but
was that the year that he got injured?
I believe so. I think a couple of years.
Because, I mean, I'm just thinking because you said the offensive line. Remember the time he broke his ankle or he got injured?
Yeah.
That sack was his only sack he given up that year.
Yeah.
Who was it? What was that?
I think it was Osemele, was it? Or
who was their main left tackle?
No, it was Donald Penn.
Donald Penn, yes.
Yeah, it was Donald Penn.
Yes, he was crying. Like he was just, his boy got injured by his one only sack.
They had a dynamite line. It was Donald Penn. It was Osemele.
Yeah, KO.
There was KO. They had Rodney Hudson at center, and then Gabe Jackson. That was just a rookie that year. Then I think it was Colton Miller, right? Was the other tackle. He's still on the team now, but I mean that offensive line was just fucking dynamite, bro.
Yeah,
Carr was always pretty much clean, but yeah, that sack really got
that was a rough one, man.
That was a rough one.
I don't even remember walking out of that stadium how it was just so eerie. Like that stadium that day and the last game of the Raiders seemed the same when we were walking out of that stadium.
Yeah,
like it was just damn first place playoff team or about to head to the playoffs, and Carr's out. No quarterback. Who came in to go? I don't even remember who came in. Is that like Mariota? Not Mariota.
No, it wasn't Mariota. At that time, they had the rookie quarterback from Michigan State. His name was Cook. But I think he ended up playing against the Texans, right? First round, I think.
Was that the last game? It was like the second to last game, huh?
Yeah, I think it was second to last game or one of those.
Jeez.
But that was bad though. That was bad. To see him go out like that. I mean, they had a good team.
Yeah. Now there's a lot of good memories, man. Freaking Oakland Coliseum. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen it. We're switching to baseball real quick.
Yeah.
Juan Soto, did you see his first at bat?
No, I didn't.
Home run.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did he? Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
right away. Popped it. He just knew it was gone. And then everybody just hyped about it already. Everybody has these new oh my God signs, but it says Soto, oh my God.
Oh
like,
my God. Yeah.
You know, so they have they have purple Mets jerseys now.
Jeez, that's sick. Yeah. We got to go see the World Series trophies when we went to the Citi Field this last year.
Yeah.
And the first time I went there, it was, man, long trip, COVID season. Like, let's finish this last game. Let's get to the drive back to Boston and get on the plane and get back home. But this last time we seen them play the Braves. And we got to walk the stadium. We got to have a few beers and drink. And it was a dope atmosphere there.
Yeah.
You know, they had it cracking. Like, they had a thing behind center field where they had all like the nice restaurants and then bar in the middle and then all these tables where you could chill. And we had a cool little time over there, you know. So I can imagine how, you know, with Soto being there,
Yeah.
it's going to be just freaking Latin night all night, you know, freaking, damn, that's going to be fun, man.
Yeah, definitely gonna be cool.
Jeez.
And last week we talked about some of your kids you coached.
Yeah.
Jesse and
Yeah.
Joshua.
Yeah.
They both had wins on Friday night.
Yeah, Josh pitched. I think Josh actually pitched Saturday. He got the Saturday start. Yeah, and they gave Jesse. The Friday night start also, and yeah, man, fuck, dude, those guys are. Jesse goes 7 innings at home in San Jose, and then I think he has 7 innings, 4 strikeouts. Maybe he gave up 2 runs, and then Carvalho. Good old Carvalho, he went 6 innings, 5 strikeouts, got the dub, you know, so just, yeah, man, it's going to be fun watching these dudes. I just got a text from Pastor John. Pastor John's Josh Carvalho's dad, and he was just like, mid-major, top 25, and they have San Jose State at 21,
Yeah.
you know, so, yeah, man, it's going to be fun watching these guys go, man. I was telling G today, we have Alan, he's injured, but Alan Ramirez, he's also on San Jose State. And then Jesse, we have another kid, Gary Hall, who got injured, so I don't think he's on the team no more. But another kid that we're following from Nevada, Wolfpack, Jace Doby, he's the right fielder. It would have been tight if he was at San Jose. He could have had 3 Living Legends kids,
Oh, that'd been sweet.
you know, in San Jose State. But, I mean, just even having 2 dudes, you know, Jace Doby's doing his thing over there in Nevada. Over there with Carvalho in Houston, this kid, Tevis Payne, Living Legends kid, catcher. San Jose, I want to say he was Independence, and then he went to Mission, worked his ass off at Mission, I think he went to another school, D2, D3. I forgot where he was at, but ended up his senior year. He's now over there at Houston Christian with Josh.
Oh, nice.
So he's able to, so far, he's kind of going back and forth with another catcher, but he's getting his time in there, you know. So, yeah, Tevis Payne, Jesse Gutierrez, Joshua Carvalho, the 2 guys on Friday, Saturdays are pitching, and then Jace Doby, right outfielder for Nevada, you know. So, yeah, man, they're stepping up. And then we got other kids in colleges, you know, D2s, D3s, but these are the guys that I'm just kind of having my eyes on, you know, because they're like kind of letting us know, yo, coach, I'm pitching, you know. So, but yeah, man, it's tight, man. They're doing their thing. Jesse's threw a pitched one of I was gonna say ESPN had top 10 plays of the week. Jesse throws a ball, kid bunted. He went in on his hands. The kid bunted it up in the air. Catcher runs back, dives, catches it. Top 10. You know, and it's tight. Like Georgie's like so proud. He's like, yo, dude, you see Jesse? Yeah, he was on, you know, ESPN. And I was like, that's dope, man. It's dope seeing your boy, and it's dope seeing your boy show love too.
Yeah.
You know, and like but then you're like, yo, who beat Jesse? you know, and it was like alley-oop from dude from Atlanta Hawks. You know, it's a hole-in-one by so-and-so golfer, you know, and it's just, yo, man, it's tight seeing these dudes get their shine because I seen how hard, you know, because all these dudes work hard. You know what I mean? All these kids work hard, you know, and just some of these kids, you know, get there, you know, they get their opportunity and make the best out of it. And it's just dope seeing them do that, you know. So, yeah, man, it's tight. It's tight seeing them do their thing, you know, and just the season's just starting. You know, so
it looks like they're 6-1 now, and they did win again today, 7-5, and that was a sweep of the series.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
good job for San Jose State.
Yeah, yeah, the local team, man, it's always good, man. You know, so yeah, that's definitely dope. That's definitely dope.
All right, G, any last comments before we get out of here?
Shit, I think that's it, man. We're ready to go.
All right, y'all. So let's go wrap up episode 7. Got you on next week.
Yeah.